What's up, YouTube? It's Logan Bricks, and today I'm bringing you a review of LEGO Harry Potter 75957, The Night Bus. It contains 403 pieces and it is rated 8+. It includes 3 minifigures and, of course, the main build, which is the Night Bus. This is the third alteration of the Night Bus that we have gotten. One in 2004, one in 2011. So this is the third version that we have gotten. And I have a bit of a controversial opinion on this. I actually think this is a teeny bit of an overpriced set. The set retails for $40 US, and I just think that's a little bit too much. The price per piece count is actually pretty good, about 10 cents per piece, which is where you want to be. But other than that, I really don't think this set is worth the $40. However, this set does have some great minifigures, and I think that it's pretty well done for being the third alteration of the Night Bus. But I mean, $40 for this is a bit overpriced, but I will still bring you my review of this as I want to focus on the positives and the negatives. So let's go ahead and start with the minifigures. So first up, we have Harry Potter himself, and this is his Prisoner of Azkaban early days printing. I don't know how many times we've seen this printing, but I'm pretty sure that we've seen a version of this jacket and coat combo before in a previous set, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember what it was. Oh, yes, I do. It's the Sirius Black, next to the Lakeside set, whatever that's called, Expecto Patronum, which was also released this year. This is the exact same printing as that, if I'm not mistaken. This is the updated Harry Potter with the, of course, medium-sized legs, and I think they did a great job with him, especially compared to previous alterations, as it fits the Prisoner of Azkaban a lot better. It uses the same hairpiece and the same facial expressions that we've seen on previous Harry Potters from the past 2 years, and of course we have his dark brown wand right there, and some medium tan legs. It does have a little bit of back printing, as I said, just a couple wrinkles in the jacket, and he does have an alternate face, as most Harry Potters do, which is the smiling face, which I probably should have used, but I chose not to anyway. But that's the other side. You can see his scar peeking out right there. Next we have Stan Shunpike, the ticket operator, if I'm not mistaken, which is what he's actually wearing right there, is a ticket printing machine. I believe he was also a Death Eater, if I'm not mistaken. So this is also the third version of Stan that we've seen. I do not own the Night Bus from 2011, but I do own the one from 2004, and this is a strict upgrade. This is absolutely a fantastic minifigure. It looks just like him from the movie. And the printing on him also looks great. We see that tie, and then, of course, the coat. Everything's great, and the ticket printer is also fantastic. He does have a little bit of back printing, being the shirt wrinkles similar to Harry Potter. That seems to be something that they're doing with the Harry Potter figs nowadays. And of course, no alternate face printing because, well, he has a hat on that would show that. Next up, we have Ernie Prong, or Ernie Prong. I can't remember how to pronounce it. He is the bus driver. And this is actually, I think, the second version of him we've seen, as the 2004 did not actually have an Ernie, and instead it had Stan driving the Night Bus, which was not exactly correct. But this version looks great. It's using that great hairpiece for Stan itself. The facial printing is also fantastic, and this looks just like him from the movie. The printing on the torso looks great as well, which is great, as that matches what he has in the movie. We also see that, I don't know if you guys can really see that a little bit, but on his back, he actually has little star printings, I think they're something like that, but it's just little tiny decoration on his sweater coat thing. But that is it for Ernie Prong, who is a fantastic minifigure. I actually really think these minifigures are done well. It's just the bust that I'm not very happy about. The only other little thing that this thing comes with is, of course, this little chest, which has some interesting things inside of it, including some sort of potion and a chocolate bar, which is pretty good printing, and this letter, which could be his Hogwarts letter. Does he receive a new letter in the third book and movie? I don't remember. It's been a while since I read and watched Prisoner of Azkaban. That is it for what's in his wardrobe chest. Moving on to the actual bus. The Night Bus actually looks great. In fact, I think they did a great job on it, but I just can't see the 400 pieces in it. I think it would be more like 300 pieces. And that kind of affects this price per piece being great, but I really don't think this is worth the $40, maybe $30 range. Overall, though, this looks great for the Night Bus itself. If you look at the movie Night Bus and this one, and I apologize, I accidentally messed up the sticker here. But the Night Bus has a lot of stickers in it, which was kind of weird to build because the last alteration of the Night Bus, the last one I own, which is the 2004, didn't have any stickers. A couple stickers right there that say all destinations, nothing underwater, because who would want to go underwater, you know? And then, of course, the night bus sticker, and this grill sticker, and this, I don't even know what this is, headlight plate thingy, something like that. The night bus, it looks just like the night bus from the movie, and I think that there's a lot of windows in it, obviously. And with that many windows, it actually makes this extremely reflective. So while I review this, you guys are going to see, of course, the light go off of it because I have a light behind me, and then, of course, those windows right there. But if we open this up, you guys can see it. There is plenty of interior space, which I think they did a pretty good job in. The interior is much better than the 2004 version. It does contain a bed here. Only one bed in this version of the night bus. The chandelier here, and then of course a small little chair up there. In the actual bed, you can fit Harry Potter if we put it right there, and then close this. You can fit it if he didn't have his wand, but you can fit a minifigure in there. You gotta take my word for it. He's also got this little back portion here where Stan can of course stand on. We go and put him there. Something like that might look pretty good. Moving on back to the interior, you can see a little sign for the Daily Prophet up there, right behind the chandelier. And of course there is the driver's seat for Ernie. Now it's a little bit difficult to get Ernie in here like this. I tried and it's actually pretty difficult. But they do allow you to get in there in a much better way. Moving back to the outside, one thing that I think they did a great job on was actually making the wheels look great. So they put these studs in the middle of the wheels, which I think looks fantastic, and that's pretty cool. Another thing that I think they did well was actually making the shrunken head visible. So right there in the window there is the shrunken head, and you can actually see that pretty well compared to previous versions, which I feel like it was kind of hidden or just not very obvious. But having the window kind of be separate from the Ernie window with just the shrunken head inside of it makes it more noticeable, and I think they did a great job with that. But one thing that we need to move on to is, of course, the top floor. So I'm going to go ahead and raise you guys up again. That way you guys can see the top floor. So moving on to the top floor here, I went ahead and brought you guys way up. But the top floor here has some unique windows, which I think look great. It provides this kind of shape to it that looks just like a London bus. And this can actually come off. This entire thing can come off. Like so. Voila. So that way you guys can see the top floor there. And there are some magazines that talk about the boy who lives, and what I believe is supposed to be where the chest goes. So you could take your chest and put it on there. But this can also be removed, and this is how you can get Ernie in the front seat. So right there you can get a clear view of the driver's seat, and if you open up this window, you can of course get right in there. So let's go ahead and show you guys with the minifigures in there. As you guys can see with the minifigures in there, you can see them very well because of the large amount of windows, and it makes the scene kind of come alive. However, there's something I really want to point out here with this newest version of the night bus. So let's bring out an old friend, the 2004 night bus. Now I will go ahead and warn you, this set was actually rebuilt, and I am missing a bunch of parts for it. So I went ahead and got rid of the section that allowed you to take off the 3 versions. So basically he has to take off his hat. Another thing that's notable here is that this piece is supposed to be purple, and that's about all you can really see here. But this is the old night bus, and then this is the new night bus. As you guys can see, they are very similar in scale. This one definitely is better, while this one kind of looks like a truck. But the one thing I want to point out is that really, would you rather pay like whatever this was and a very low MSRP that's probably proper for it, or would you rather pay for the $40 version of it? Personally, I just find that they're both great in their own way, and that $40 for this one compared to what I believe was maybe 30 or 20 or something like that for this one, it just isn't comparable. Like, this one is clearly more expensive despite them looking so similar. And with that being said, of course this one is better, but it just costs so much. So that will go ahead and factor into my overall rating. Anyway, but I went ahead and gave this set a 7 out of 10. That price range really kind of hurts it. The $40 I just feel like is too much for a bus. But overall, everything else about this set is great. It looks just like the version from the movie. The minifigures are fantastic. The printings and stickers are great. And just the bus is good in general. It's literally just the price range. If you can find this set on sale anywhere, I would definitely recommend picking it up. So thanks for watching, guys. But anyway, make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe. Peace.